Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you try, success is always one step ahead? Like while you're grinding, others seem to coast through life with a kind of ease you can't quite understand. It's tough to admit, but here's a truth few people tell you. Success isn't just about effort or talent. And if you're still running in circles, you might be ignoring the most powerful factor of all, the energy you project. Yes, energy. What you put out into the world is what comes back to you. And this changes everything. Let's get straight to it. You want to thrive? Then you need to stop fighting the current. Aligning the energy you emit with consistent discipline isn't optional. It's essential. Dreams mean little without the strength to sustain them. True power to attract lies in the balance between intention and discipline, a force that's yours to control, but which many squander by allowing scattered thoughts and contradictory actions to take charge of their lives. If your energy is misaligned, your reality will be too. It might sound harsh, but it's the truth. Every time you act without intention, think without clarity, or sabotage yourself, you create your own resistance. The flowing, prosperous life you desire begins with a choice: to align with what you want to attract. Discipline and energy are the two pillars that uphold this path, and without them, you're doomed to a cycle of frustration. Ask yourself, are you willing to change the way you relate to your own desires and strength? Because this will determine whether you'll keep struggling or finally live the abundance you're seeking. Ever felt invisible? Like you're yelling for a chance, a sign that you're on the right path, but the universe just won't answer? Maybe you think it's about luck or that success takes more talent than you've got. But here's something hard and true. What's missing isn't talent, nor is it effort. It's a constant frequency. See, we all emit a frequency. Your thoughts, words, even your emotions. Everything you put out has an energy, a vibration. If that energy is misaligned, filled with fear, doubt, that's what you're throwing out into the world. And guess what the world does? It gives you exactly that back. It's not bad luck or fate. It's you blocking your own path. And the cruel part? You don't even realize it. Understand this. Having intention isn't enough. You can wish for success with all your might, but if you don't maintain that frequency, you're destroying your own progress. Discipline is the anchor that keeps your frequency aligned. Imagine a radio signal constantly switching stations. You lose focus, strength, clarity. Discipline keeps your energy steady and strong, regardless of challenges. It's what creates a magnetic force around you that attracts what you want. Think about all the times you've given up, let doubt take over, sabotaged yourself. How many opportunities have you tossed aside by not holding on to your intention? Because deep down, the universe responds to those who are constant, to those who are ready. Are you willing to keep your frequency steady, even when everything seems against you? Because that's the difference between attracting what you deserve or staying stuck in the same frustration. A constant frequency isn't a choice. It's the key to creating the life you want. The words you choose, the thoughts you cultivate. Think they're harmless? Let's be blunt. Everything you say and think is a mantra that reinforces the energy you project. Every word, every phrase is a seed you plant, and you'll harvest exactly what you've put into the world. Are you constantly saying, "I can't do this," or "this is too hard"? Be careful, because you're creating your own limiting reality. Words have power, and you're either using that power for or against yourself. Imagine someone who constantly says to themselves, "I'm on the right path," or "I am capable." They create a cycle of strengthening, a positive frequency that brings them closer to their goals. Now think of those who only complain, who see the negative in everything. These people sink into a frequency of scarcity, of limitation, and this attracts more of the same. The question is, what kind of life are you feeding with the words you choose? And it's not just about what you say to others, it's what you say to yourself, over and over, every day. Each negative thought is a clear message of self-sabotage. And the cruelest part? It becomes a vicious cycle. The more you dwell on the negative, the more you believe you're incapable, the more you act without confidence. And that's the trap many fall into. An undisciplined mind creates a life of limitations. So, ask yourself, do you have discipline over what you think and say? Are you willing to take control and transform each thought and word into an affirmation of what you want to attract? Because this is what will determine whether you break out of cycles of negativity or remain stuck in them. How many times have you put up invisible barriers on your own path? Each time you think, "This is too hard, I'm not capable," or compare your life with someone who's already where you want to be, you become your biggest obstacle. And the most tragic part? Most people do this without even realizing it. They sabotage themselves every day, so silently and constantly that these barriers become high, impenetrable walls they built themselves. Let's be clear, what you choose not to think and not to say is just as important as the positive words you use. Each negative phrase, each self-destructive thought is dead weight, an anchor dragging you down. And to be clear, this doesn't mean ignoring reality, but rather avoiding a defeatist mindset. Because deep down, life gives you exactly what you expect from it. If you expect failure, what do you think you'll find? Now consider the discipline this requires. It's not easy to avoid thoughts of doubt, envy, or self-sabotage when the world around you seems to reinforce these feelings. But this is where the strength of those who truly thrive lies. They don't let negative thoughts take root. They build a shield, an armor that protects them from external and internal influences that could derail their focus and weaken their frequency. Want to transform your life? Then understand this. What you do every day defines your results. This is where daily rituals come in. Small practices that keep your frequency high and your intention firm. Meditating, visualizing, making affirmations. It might sound simple, but consistently repeating these actions creates a mindset aligned with what you want to attract. Think of these rituals as fine-tuning that calibrates your energy, keeping you focused on what truly matters. Imagine the difference it makes to start the day visualizing your goals as already achieved. Sit for 5 minutes and vividly see what you desire. Feel as if it's already real. This isn't fantasy, it's mental training. Your brain starts recognizing this vision as achievable, reinforcing your motivation and clarity. Or, before bed, try repeating an affirmation that sums up your intention. Something like, I am on the path to prosperity, or I attract success with focus and discipline. These words penetrate your subconscious and adjust your frequency to attract what you want. Discipline is what turns these rituals into something powerful. Anyone can try visualizing or making an affirmation once, but few maintain it daily, especially on tough days. This is where true results start to show. Ritualizing is like strengthening a muscle. Each repetition reinforces your energy and brings you closer to your purpose, making your frequency more intense and powerful. Intention, frequency, discipline. None of this manifests without one essential thing: action. Big goals don't accomplish themselves, and no success springs from inertia. The energy of attraction is powerful, but it needs to be put into motion. If you're sitting around waiting for things to happen, I hate to break it to you, but you'll keep on waiting. Dreaming is the first step, but action is the fuel that gets you to the finish line. Now here's the deal. Acting with purpose doesn't mean just doing random things without direction. It means choosing each step with intention, knowing that even your smallest daily actions are building towards something bigger. It's those small, consistent actions that align with your goal that generate results. Many want to change their lives, but few have the guts to do what's necessary. To stay focused and committed even when no one's watching, even when motivation is low. Think about the days when you felt lazy, doubtful, or discouraged. These days are tests, and that's exactly where many people give up. The truth is hard, but it needs to be said. What separates those who achieve from those who only dream is the ability to act even in hard times. This is where discipline steps in. Those who keep their frequency high and act consistently, even if just a little at a time, turn their intentions into reality. This is how you build something solid, something that doesn't crumble at the first sign of difficulty. Prosperity and success aren't coincidences, and they aren't reserved for the lucky. They're a daily construction, a precise blend of the energy you emit and the determination you sustain. Those who truly get this don't have to fight desperately. Life starts to flow. When your frequency is aligned and your actions are consistent, the path unfolds. Prosperity is an internal state that starts in your thoughts, is reflected in your words, and shows in your actions. When you take control over what you think, say, feel, and do, you tune into a life of flow. This doesn't mean there won't be challenges, but it does mean those challenges won't have the power to knock you down. With a high frequency and solid discipline, you'll be able to overcome any obstacle and keep moving forward. So think about it. Are you ready to live a life like this? Are you willing to align your energy every day, to act with purpose, and to keep your discipline strong even on the hard days? Because those who truly commit to maintaining this frequency, sustaining their intentions, and acting in alignment inevitably attract what they desire. That's the simple, straightforward truth that few understand, and even fewer put into practice.